It's Monday, 11th September 2023, and you're watching Aim and Air, where specialising in connecting companies with its shareholders is what we do best. Hello and welcome back to Aim on Air. My name's Liam and today I'm joined by Rupert Vercoe from Cobra Resources PLC. Welcome back, Rupert.
Hi Liam, thanks for having me again.
Not a problem at all. This morning, Cobra released an RNS to the market detailing the results of test work carried out by the Australian Nuclear Science and Technology Organisation, who've confirmed that the Boland prospect is host to Ionic rare earth minerals.
Yes, that's correct, Liam. It's a really exciting day for the company. Look, over the last 18 months, we've gone down a really technical journey in understanding rare earths, and this is certainly the fruits of it. What's important about these results is they demonstrate that our rare earths within this unique geological system are ionic in nature, which means that we're effectively leaching them with a lixiviant that has the same acidity as orange juice. So it's very benign and very cost effective from a processing perspective.
The RNS talks about preferred mineralogy and ratios of recovery. What does this mean?
Sure, mate. Well, look, we have announced last week, in fact, an increase to our rare earth resource that overlies gold, and there our current metallurgy sits at around 35% recoveries of magnet rare earths at a pH of 1 of a lixiviant leach. The cost to achieve that additional acidity is much higher and consumes more acid. So ionic mineralisation is using orders of magnitude less acid, and we're getting higher recoveries of the higher value rare earths in compared to the lower rare earths. So there's 15 lanthanides, 5% of the heavy rare earths, and 58% of the magnet rare earths, and that's in really short leach periods. So that's absolutely fantastic and demonstrates really a really positive outlook for economic potential at the Boland prospect.
So the extraction of the rare earth mineralisation, is that something that can be scaled up?
Yeah, absolutely. So at the moment, we've basically, Liam, tested Boland for a proof of concept, and we've drilled an area where we've defined mineralisation over around 5 to 6 square kilometres. But we have 65 square kilometres of this paleo-channel on our tenement, and then we've defined over 430 square kilometres on the Cobra paleo-channel that also sits on the Wudinna tenements. So we're seeing this being a real significant district scale or province scale potential, and is something that we're really excited to advance on.
And that leads nicely into my next question, because I've also seen that you've made further applications to the west of Wudinna.
Well, these two tenements cover a further 1,500 square kilometres of the Mineralogy paleo-channel. So we've been fortunate. We've been able to get into the South Australian core library and test some further samples, and we really are very encouraged by what we see, and we think that we can add this to make it a multi-generational source of environmentally sustainable source of rare earths. So that's what we're trying to build in terms of picture and scale, and that will form part of the story in the longer term.
That's amazing. So what's next for Cobra Resources PLC with the Boland prospect?
Well, I think it's important, Liam, to really highlight that not only is the metallurgy an enabler, but also the geology. So these ionic rare earths are occurring in a paleo-channel system, and paleo-channel geology is amenable to in-situ leach mining. So the rare earths are occurring on clay boundaries with permeable sands. So one of the important next steps for us is to demonstrate that ISR, in-situ leach recovery process, and we'll be drilling some core holes to better understand the mineralisation, and to get the baseline data we'll install some wells to get the monitoring required to be able to put in principle through a pilot scale test ISR methodology, and then we need to also in parallel with that advance on this and define a significant resource. So we'll have those two work streams going ahead in the coming months to be able to capitalise on these great results.
That's wonderful. I look forward to finding out more about those in the not too near future. Rupert Vercoe, CEO of Cobra Resources PLC. Thank you for joining me today on this interview.
Thank you, Lam. Thanks for your time, mate.
No worries. Sadly, that's the end of the webcast, ladies and gents. Till next time, my name is Liam, and you've been watching AIM on Air, where specialising in connecting companies with its shareholders is what we do best. Thank you.